morning. It is December 14th and therefore it is Vlogmas Day 14. I seriously am in shock that I've been able to keep up with this. I don't know, I might like vlogging better than I like podcasting, but we'll see. I told y'all that I would show you my sock progress from last night. So there is where I put in the progress keeper, and that's what I got done. And I did finish off the 50-gram ball. So this sock is now exactly where the other sock is, which means I have about 1.25 inches left on each foot and then a toe. So I think I will definitely get at least one sock done tonight. I'd love to get the whole pair done, but I'm not going to be overly ambitious. I feel like that's a lot of progress considering the fact that we went out to dinner and I didn't bring my knitting, and we went to bed at 8, so pretty good. Not bad anyways. It's mini time. Let's see, lots of greens, one red, no, a couple reds, a purple, and some multis. I bet I get green. Well, I kind of got two, but the majority of it is green, so I'm going to go with that's green. And I'm going to take a second to wind this back together before it really falls apart. Not so sure it's going to stay, though. Alright, what kind of green do I have today? I have, well, I can't quite read it. I think it's Utopia. Yep, Utopia. And no idea what the color name is, but it is a really pretty tonal dark green. Has some sort of, it's not showing up on the camera, but it has like these little almost brownie bits to it. Anyway, I think it's going to look very pretty in my blanket. I do not know if I've ever knit with this dyer or not. I can't remember what squares this is going next to either. Like, what's the one down below? I don't think it's green. Anyway, we'll see. I'll show it to you when I get done. Here are my socks of the day. This is last year's Christmas pair, which I still wear. It doesn't even match what I'm wearing today, and quite honestly, I could care less. This is also the Gravel Socks pattern by the Knitting Expat, Mina. And the yarn is Wisdom Yarns Picks in the Cake Party colorway. But this to me, and the whole reason I did these for Christmas socks, was that it reminds me of that ribbon candy. So I think it looks much more like Christmas candy than it does like a cake party. And yeah, I like these socks a lot. Oh my gosh, you guys, 2 fun mail days in a row. This one isn't squishy though. I got my very first David's tea. I've heard so many good things about this and I've wanted to order for a long time. But truth be told, I have a lot of tea that I should probably drink. And I actually went to go do an order, I think Black Friday. And I had everything filled out, and then I went to the shipping, and it said $25 of shipping, and I was like, what the heck? So I was like, no way. Canceled my order, went on with life, and then I saw something later about how there's the Canada site and the US site. So I was trying to order from the Canada site, which was why it was so expensive. So I went back on. I couldn't find the exact same things that I wanted, but I did find some of the stuff. And so I placed an order. I will say this is how my box came. Like, I didn't cut that at all. So hopefully everything's in here. I think so. It still looks all nice and wrapped up on the inside, so I don't think anything's missing. It's like Christmas early. I should make myself wait, but what's the fun in that? Ooh. So, I had to order some Santa's Secret because, as you know, Candace from Pin Feathers and Pearls talks about it all the time. If you watch her, you know that. She says it's absolutely her most favorite tea, and you can only get it during the holiday season. So that was the first thing I ordered. Then I ordered this 2017 Best Teas sampler pack. This has raspberry cream pie, raspberry mojito, Me to Wee tea, I don't know what that is, Caribbean Crush, Pura Vida, lemon pound cake, cotton candy, Santa Secret again, Let It Snow, turmeric glow, blueberry muffin, and carrot cupcake. So I think since I've never had their stuff before, it's a really nice way to try a bunch, maybe find a favorite or two or 10, and go from there. So, oh no, one's open. I think it's the lemon pound cake. The lid came off. I'll show you. There it is. This is the one without the lid, so I can't really lift it too high. Here we go. It looks like kind of like a chocolate box. You know, you get the assorted chocolates. It has the descriptions in the top. Oh, that smells so good. The one that was open smells amazing. There we go. Now you can see it better. I put the lid on and the descriptions on the top. I cannot wait. I don't even know what one I'm going to pick today, but I have a feeling it's going to be good. And the other thing that I ordered, which is the first thing that I had ordered on the Canada site, is this beautiful Christmas wreath. It's crooked. Tags up here, but that would be straight. Anyway, not like I'm going to hang it up. Open it. Anyway, I can't remember what teas are in here, but I just remember thinking that they sounded so good. So there's the inside. All the lids are on this time. Check out this one, guys. It has little snowflakes. And this one has candy canes. Alright, so let's see. This one has a lot of tea. White cranberry bark, candy cane crush, alpine punch, Santa Secret. I have 3 Santa Secrets. I think I might be good. Let It Snow, caramel shortbread, hot chocolate, spiced apple, walnut orange scone, sleigh ride, and cardamom French toast. Oh, and one more. Organic cream of Earl Grey. I feel like there's more than that in here. 12. Oh, there's 12. It just looks big because it's in a wreath style. So anyway, I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but I do know what I'm going to drink it out of because they were doing a special thing. I can't remember how much you had to buy, but you got a free mug, and I expected this to be plastic. It's actually ceramic with one of these little like rubbery tops. So yeah, I have a Christmas mug to drink my Christmas tea out of. Anyway, I hope you had fun while I open that. It's not nearly as fun when you're not there, I know. Especially with something like this with all the smells, but I'm really excited to try it, and I'll definitely let you guys know what I think about it. I had posted on Ravelry asking what people wanted to see for Vlogmas. So Squirrel21 replied, who is Amy from New Zealand, and she wanted to see my stash and to know about some of the yards that I had. So I recently reorganized my stash. I'll just give you a quick little pan. I won't say it's the most organized by any means, but it makes some kind of sense to me. All right, so we're going to start in the upper left-hand corner. And here you will see that I have a bunch of yarns. These are all acrylic sock yarns. And I bought these before I knew anything about sock yarns. So I haven't actually tried them. I will say I've tried to use them for a couple different projects. Like I've tried to use, I had a couple more skeins of this, different colors. Let me see if I can show you better here. So that's Plymouth Yarn Diversity. I know it's not focusing, guys, but I can't touch the screen while I'm holding the iPad. It's 93% acrylic, 7% polyester. And I have just tried to recake this yarn, and it has ended up in a complete tangled yarn barf mess every single time. Like I know I had at least one more of these and maybe another color. I can't remember. I'm not a fan. It has been everything I can do not to just throw it away. I keep telling myself I'm going to knit a pair of socks and try it, but that hasn't happened because I have a bunch of other skeins that I really want to knit. Oop, that hit the ground. I don't even know what this one is. Again, it's just an acrylic, but this one is much softer. I think it's the same brand as this, yes. I'm gonna end up making a mess here by the time I'm done. This is Barocco Comfort Sock. 50% nylon, 50% acrylic. And I have seen feedback on some people's projects. They say they love it, but I'm not sure. So the next one, I have some Felici colors in the front, as well as the solid colors are Knit Pick Stroll in their brights. In the back is just some odds and ends or some recaked skeins, just random stuff. Next, I have a bunch of indie dyed yarns, all sock yarn, waiting for projects. And down below, mostly, I guess this isn't indie dyed yarn exactly, but it's higher end commercial yarn, if that makes sense. This is the, I know I've shown this already. I can't remember what it's called though. This is the Happy Feet 100. That's what it is. This is what I knit my Kiss the Partridge heel socks out of. So it's nicer yarn. I have some Knit Picks Chroma, which I haven't used yet. Really pretty. And some other things. I have some projects in mind for this Misty Alpaca. I have 4 different colors of that. And just some random stuff. Lots of stuff for socks, really. Next to that, I have sock blanks and the leftovers of my Half Moon Oracle back in the back. This is from Amy Stranded Dye Works. This one, which I love so much, I can't seem to bring myself to use it. Hand dyed by Distracted Knits. I saw this on Instagram and knew I had to have it immediately. I bought this for my birthday in 2016. Meant to make birthday socks out of it, still hasn't happened. And I do have an I have 2 Andre Sue Knits sock blanks. One with a bee, the others with penguins. I'll be honest, those Andre Sue Knits ones weren't exactly the ones that I was dying for, but you get what you can get when it's an Andre Sue update. Down below that, I have my singles yarns, Knit Picks Chroma, and then 1 skein of this Nordlies, which is really soft and nice. Originally, I was making a Persian Dreams blanket out of that chroma. That's just not going to happen, but it's still really nice yarn. I'll use it for something. Here I have, this is actually acrylic, but I have a project in mind for the majority of this. This is Michael's Wool-like by Loops and Threads. And I have the rainbow here, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, for another, what the fade? Is it? No, Find Your Fade shawl, the big one. And then I bought these 3 skeins thinking I was going to make a sweater, and I'm not sure about that. But let's see, what else? Okay, then we have this entire little box is all Patons Croy. Next to it is Patons Croy on the bottom, and the rest is Ice Yarns Mini Sock. Next to that, I have just 3 skeins of Ice Yarn Magic Light, I think is what it's called, sock yarn. It's self-striping. You see the pom-pom there, that's a hat I crocheted. Total tangent. Anyway, below the ice yarn is more ice yarn, also in the Magic Light. More ice yarn mini sock. The reason I have so much of this, guys, is because when you order one color, you get 400 grams. So if it's 50 gram balls, you get 8. If it's 100 gram balls like those are, you get 4. So I'm not a complete yarn hoarder, just kind of. Next to that, I have more commercially dyed sock yarn, but this is even more commercial than the one next to it, if that makes sense. So in this one, I have Lion Brand Sockies. These are going to be the ones that are just not quite as soft. These are so pretty. And this is Neon Now, Plymouth Yarns Neon Now. Somebody told me that this bleeds like crazy. It's true. It really does bleed like crazy. So if you have any of this stash, they've discontinued it, but yeah, be careful because it definitely bleeds. More sockies. Yeah, what's this one? I think this is the On Light one that I never know how to say exactly. Yes, that's it. On Light, Super Sock. I think this one's actually pretty nice. I like this one. It feels nice. Below that, I have even more random stuff. Premier Yarns, I think, is mostly what this is. Like, I know that is Premier Yarns, which is something I can get at Joann's. The purple is the same thing. Next to that, more ice yarns. This one is Super Sock. And the last one over there is some Super Sock and some Magic Light, I think, all together. And then when I showed you the cubbies down below, this is almost my entire acrylic stash now. I got rid of a ton. When I crocheted, I mostly used acrylic. So part of Amy's question was she wanted to know what yarns I like best. And that's a hard one for me because, quite honestly, quite honestly, I like most yarns. I mean, they all have their own kind of best use. I love indie dyed yarns. If I had to pick just a favorite that pops to mind that I've used so far, and I haven't used a lot, I would say Creative Obsession, Carrie. I love her yarn. I knit a pair of socks out of Waking Up Before You Go, and it just had all these amazing neon pops. Plus I knit them while I was on vacation. And I like Patons Croy. To be honest, my favorite sock yarn is Ice Yarns. As ridiculous as that sounds, it's not the nicest to knit with. And you know that you're not going to feel the socks and just be like, ooh, you know, that feels like fluffy kittens or something like that. But for the wearing of the sock and the longevity of the life of the sock, and feeling like if you really screw up, you know, and just have to throw it away, which, you know, I really haven't had to completely throw anything away except for that acrylic sock yarn, you know, then you don't feel so guilty about it. I mean, it's hard to just dig into a $30+ skein of yarn and if you don't know what you're doing, or, you know, you're worried about destroying it, I guess I should say. Great for a shawl, maybe not so long lasting for socks. And even when I wear my super soft socks versus my ice yarn socks, there's really no difference. In fact, I would say that ice yarn socks hold up better throughout the day. They don't end up sagging as much, and I like that. So when it comes to what yarns do I like best, my answer is I really can't tell you. I like color, so color outweighs, I won't say quality, but softness for me, especially when it's socks. I have never had a problem with something being too scratchy. Granted, I think every single sock yarn I've ever used is superwash, so I know that softens things up, and they really soften up once you wash them and wear them. So I'm sorry, Amy, I don't have a great answer for you. I kind of like everything, which is why I have so much yarn. Amy also had a question about needles, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow because this is already getting really long. Square of the day is done. It's a really beautiful green. I actually really like knitting this up. There's a lot of colors in there that you can't see very well on the screen, I don't think. Definitely some brown tones. Makes it look really nice. It's very pine tree-ish. That'd be my name for it. Pine tree-ish. Anyway, one more to go there on the end before we start over at the bottom. And I'm loving the way it looks, you guys. It looks ginormous on the screen right now. I promise you it's not. All right, guys, I have a feeling this is going to be a long one. I'm going to get to editing, and thanks so much for watching. For those of you who have snow falling and all that, I feel for you. I'm freezing today. I can't get warm. We have no snow, by the way. It's probably 40 degrees outside, but for whatever reason, even in my hand-knit socks, my feet are so cold. On top of that, I put, they're not actually Uggs, but they're Costco's version of Uggs. Basically, very similar. They still have the sheepskin and all that, and my feet are still freezing, so yeah. Stay warm, guys.